from a big view of it, we're all the same, but then from a little view, if you look at every little aspect, we're all different.
And so Lana, if looking at the Brown versus the Board of Education and Plessy versus Ferguson, you were able to bring some foundation in reference to separation of the races and et cetera. But in spite of all of that, you still believe that that it is the destiny of mankind to come together and everybody's supposed to be able to love one another and accept. Now, how does this leadership conference that you're getting ready to attend, how does that fit into your perceptions in terms of
what Dr. Hand is referencing to is the Junior National Young Leaders Conference. And that is a conference that I was nominated to attend and that I'm going to attend this June of 2014, this summer. Basically, the Junior National Young Leaders Conference is basically where just, academically achieving kids and smart kids and just kids who have special gifts like encore students come together, and then we don't all just sit around at a table for a whole week, and this is a week thing. We go around Washington, D.C. and learn about this as our living classroom, because we get to learn about our different races and our triumphs and all this and our and just all these beautiful things, and it gets to really inspire who we are. And I'm glad that this has been established, because this is really inspiring kids to just move forward instead of just being how they see on TV or on BET. It's inspiring them to be themselves and to be a future leader.
Well, Alana, do you think that many children, young people your age, understand what you were talking about in terms of separation and segregation and et cetera? And if not, what would you do and what should we do in order to make sure that they have a knowledge of some of the things you're talking about?
I don't. I mean, because I can't go down the street and be preaching all this and have a lot of kids say, oh my gosh, I understand how you feel. The majority of them would look at me like I was crazy and say, are you some old lady trapped in a little girl's body? But really, the reason I'm on here is to just get the word out, to basically spread to kids my age and to people your age and to people everybody's age that, hey, I mean, if I'm a kid doing this, then you could be so-and-so doing this, because this is possible. And you know what? I want to be a future leader, and so I'm trying to mold other smaller kids or maybe even bigger people to be future leaders with me.
Okay, very good. And Lana, let me say over the last 15 or 20 seconds that we have here that we certainly appreciate that information, and we encourage you and encourage others to continue your thought in reference to this. And of course, we'll be back with our audience next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.